Hey everybody. So back to my mod pack for a little bit, and I started a brand new world because I took out Ancient Warfare because, well, honestly, the the amount of content it adds isn't worth the mod. All the AIs, half of them are for creative mode only, and the other half are like, I don't know, they don't have, their pathfinding skills are so bad. Like, if I don't have them in a cage or in a completely open area, they get stuck. So I'm not gonna do that. Now, so I took that out and I took that out and I took the Aether out. And I added, I don't even know, 20, yeah, probably like 15 new mods. So, it might not be going exactly where I wanted to go, but, I added whatever this is, lasting abilities or something, ability totems, I don't know. But I added those, I added, XNet, Wesley's roguelike dungeons. I added the vanilla food pantry and the kebabs. I might get rid of the kebabs mod because there's kebabs here, and I don't think this wasn't necessary, but I don't know, kind of adds a little bit to the game, in my opinion. I added Treasure 2 and Dungeons 2, which I don't know if the Dungeons 2 are spawning or the Wesley ones are spawning. I'm not sure which ones. It seems like I'm missing something, but I'm not sure what it is. So that's a problem on its own. But well, that's kind of. I think that's pretty much it. All that, then all their dependents I added. I can't remember the name of the one mod. It was like Abyssal something. Abyssal mod pack. Oh, and I did Industrial Foregoing, so I could have. There's the kebabs mod, but I added Industrial Foregoing so I could do. So I could maybe figure out a way to have a quarry. I'm not sure if there's a quarry in there or not, but one of the reasons I added, well, the biggest reason I added Ancient Warfare was for the quarry. So there's a lot of different things in here. I think the laser drill is actually like a quarry. I'm not exactly sure how all that works, but we'll get into that when the time is right. For right now, everlasting. I was right. Look at that, everlasting abilities. I was right. I swear to you, that was a complete guess. Like yeah, it was 100% a guess. I can't believe I got it right. But so I think that pretty much sums it up. Here's the Abyssal Craft. That's going to be something I'm kind of excited to get into. It adds 4 new dimensions. That's why I got rid of the Aether, and it's a smaller mod pack than the Aether, believe it or not. So, and I don't think the Aether's quite finished. So we got that. So now I don't know what invisibility does. I don't really know what fertility does, like as far as Minecraft's concerned. So I think I'm going to go with resistance or strength, whichever one I can afford, I guess. Give myself a little bit of a bonus. Start out the gate. Now, I went around into creative mode, and that costs 500. Strength costs 200. We'll take strength. Alright. So I already went around in creative mode, and on a different world, and I was looking around, and I had to adjust the spawns of the treasure ones, of the treasure mod pack, and I had to adjust the spawns of, I think that was pretty much it. I wanted to adjust the spawns of Techtopia villages, because it seems like they're only spawning in savannas. I went through like 2 or 3 worlds, and it turns out that the only place I can find any village at all is savannas. And I went and checked out his wiki and his webpage, and it says that it doesn't affect how many villages spawn. It just changes the villages that spawn. So I don't know what could be causing it. That's Like, most of the biomes in here are vanilla, so I'm not sure what's causing it, but something is making it bad. I can't, um, something's making it that I can't get them to spawn, like, in extreme hills biomes, or, oh, I forgot about that. I don't really have any weapons. I'm gonna punch them to death. I do have the strength buff, so I can actually hit 2s. Oh, what did I get? Water breathing. I don't know how these work exactly, but I hope it isn't too, like, ridiculous. Like, I hope it isn't super overpowered, because I think having small little advantages like this would be really nice during the game. So I'm hoping it's not, like, so overpowered that I'm gonna take it out because, you know, it's making the game way too easy. But we'll see. Now, one of the reasons I added so many mods was the Ancient Warfare mod is, added a bunch of, like, world gen. I think it might have added a couple ore spawns. Maybe. Don't quote me on that. But I know it added countless number of buildings and different structures. So, like, I added it to kind of make up for that, because I really enjoy having a diversity in the world. Now, here's something that we can... What's this? Okay, I thought that was a wither skeleton skull, but it was just a small chunk of a block of coal sticking out. We could actually mine that. I have this cool pickaxe. I want to see how good this is anyway. I did see a structure already that we should check out. We probably won't be able to do anything with it, but we can always mark it on the map. One of the reasons I had to change the spawn rate of the Treasure 2 things is because they had a graveyard, like, every 20 blocks there was a graveyard, and I needed to change that. It had a setting from 1 to 100, I think, and it was set to 25, and there was that many spawns, so I dropped it down to 20 to see how much of a difference it would make, and it didn't really change much. So then I dropped it all the way down to like 12 or 8, and now it's a little bit more reasonable. I could probably even drop it down more, but I'm afraid that if I drop it down too much, that they're not going to spawn at all, and then or it's going to be so hard to find one that, you know, in which I want to make it that I can find them pretty easy. I wanted to add more Techtopian villages. That was one thing. And I wanted to add more of the Wesley's dungeons. Which, if we come across the Wesley's dungeon, I have no idea how to do some of the things in that. Like, he has, like, puzzles and stuff, which is super awesome. Like, okay, so I used to be a big well, I don't want to say used to. I am a big Resident Evil fan. And, one of the things they do is have a lot of, like, little mini-game puzzles. This is the graveyard, and there should be treasure buried somewhere underneath here. We're not going to worry about it right now because, well, I don't have a shovel or an axe. All I have is a pickaxe for a tool. So we should really find a place to hang our hat for the night before it gets too dark, because there's still things that can kill us. Lycanite's mobs are in here. I added Mousie's mobs too, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Is it Mousy or Mosey? I don't really know. Like, I don't know how I feel about that yet. It adds some diversity, it does, but they seem to spawn pretty rare, so depending on how fast it takes my world to start being laggy, will kind of depend on... so there's another graveyard already, so it's still... But then again, then there won't be another one for like 20 chunks. They usually, like, when I was flying around in creative mode, I noticed that there was, like, even with the setting being lower, like way lower, like, they spawned 2 really close together, but then, like, after that, you'd have to go like 10 chunks in any direction to maybe find another one. Or maybe I'm full of crap. I could be full of crap because there's another one there. I don't know. We'll see how it all plays out. I don't want to mess with configs too much because I am by no means like good at this kind of stuff. Like, I'm so afraid that I'm gonna do something and ruin my entire mod pack and have to restart. And like, I just like, what is this? I don't even know what this is. Natron crystals. That's from Vanilla Food Pantry. I'm willing to bet. I dealt a little bit of Vanilla Food Pantry in one of these had a chest in them because I seen it. I dealt a little bit with Vanilla Food Pantry in there it is. If I can finish a sentence, here we go. Okay, I played with Vanilla Food Pantry in Glacial Awakening a little bit, and I thought it was kind of cool. But the one thing that made it, you know, extra awesome was they had the thing where if you try so many foods, you get like extra hearts. Why is this? Are you serious right now? No freaking way. This is not happening. A button? Oh, there we go. Okay, there is something not good about this. I don't know what it is, but something's not working right. This is the first actual, like, anytime I actually played that wasn't, like, in creative mode or just messing around. So, your guys are going to see all the flaws. Because I need to see what recipes I'm going to have to change to make everything fit together. I have to see, well, yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, that's a big problem. Like, I don't know what's causing this. I'm going to have to take out all the new mods I put in, and then put them in one by one and see what's messing this up. Because something's making it lag, like, hardcore, and something's making it, like... Oh, that's going to all pop back again, I bet. Okay, this is pretty annoying. Like, I don't even really know what could be causing it. Like, what causes this kind of thing? uh, I don't know what's more irritating. The fact that they think I'm going to give up, or the fact that it keeps happening. See, that's inventory pets. But inventory pets work just fine before I change the mods up. So, it ain't the mob's fault. Or, yeah, that mod's fault anyway. What did we get good? Ooh, the Illuminati pet. This is, Kraken Kid's, like, signature scramble craft thing. I think the first, well, that's gonna get really freaking annoying. I think the first, like, 20 episodes of Kraken Kid Scramble Craft, he went, like, a super Illuminati pet. I didn't get no emerald nuggets, but I do have emeralds. Let's see what we get. Magenta wool. It's starting to get dark, so we should... See, I was looking for any kind of structures, but I don't think... There's one. Look at that. It's not a village. This is... More than likely, this has something to do with... the Abyssal one, or Wesley's dungeons. And considering the way that has the thing going down to the ground, it's probably Wesley's roguelike dungeons, because... when he made his mod pack, apparently he kind of took a lot from roguelike dungeons, hence the name too, but that's besides the point. So it probably it's just pretty much that his dungeons are more diverse than roguelike dungeons, and that's why I chose this one over roguelikes, because they have more of a they're a little different. Like every roguelike dungeon is unfortunately pretty much the same, and I'm not too into that. Okay, well, there's nothing really here. We could make this home for the night, or we can stay on the lower floor maybe and see if there's like a whole room thing going on. But I'm guessing more than likely it's going to go all the way down. One thing I noticed about this too was one of the Wesley's dungeons I went into in creative mode. Halfway down, the stairs were blocked up, so like it didn't spawn in right. Something like this happened. See how that's going on? Okay, so now if this is like roguelike dungeons, there might be like rooms at the very beginning somewhere that I can kind of like start out at. Let's go this way. We start seeing mob spawners. We're gonna have to dip because I'm not prepared. Ha! That's freaking great. I kind of want those iron bars. We can get rid of this. That's pretty much junk. I don't think in any mod pack I ever actually... Is this a dead end? Oh, I hear some zombies. Oh, I'm gonna freaking throw my computer. I am willing to bet. Oh, there's one. I'm gonna end up dead, though. Like... Wait, it's just they're lagging? Okay, so the world's lagging, I'm not. So I can kill these guys. And they're not gonna be able to touch me? Is that what I'm getting from this? Another thing about these guys compared to the other guys is they don't have all the colored armor and stuff. I guess it's just leather. I wish that had a sword. I guess I'll have to settle for some torches. I don't know what you are, how you got here. What the heck? Is that an invisible skeleton on the back of a spider? I guess he does have the colored armor. I don't care if it's the beginning of the game or not. I'm going to clear out this room and this is going to be home. Oh, it's full already. Whoa. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh well. Got a, should have a marker on the map. Yeah, it's over there. And I put mostly everything in a chest. There is gravestone. I can't keep the gravestone mod. So that's gonna be crucial. But I wonder. I can't craft this. It's gonna have to change. I'll end up putting a recipe in for that. It's a spear. I don't know how good it is. What is it? 1.6 and 5. It's about the same as a stone sword, I think. But it gives you a 1/3 chance to instantly kill most animals, and it gives you a 3.5 block range. Reach. So they're definitely something that I'm gonna want to put a recipe in for. That and the blow dart gun. How I'm gonna do it, I'm not sure. I want to make sure it's worth it. But one thing I want to do is, as I'm going through the game, and I'm getting certain items that don't seem to have much of a purpose. Like I got some glow jelly or something, and I guess it's from Vanilla Food Pantry from one of the mobs they had, and it doesn't have a use. Like I can put it in one of the furnaces to use for power, and that's the only thing it's good for. So maybe there's something I can use it for. Maybe like resin or something for like I don't know, the spearhead or something. I'll make up something. But I want to try to integrate items that don't have an initial use, like an item that isn't like initially have a purpose, to maybe integrate it to other items in other mod packs that don't really have a purpose. So that I could like how I made it that slag can turn into, or you can smelt gravel and obsidian to get slag, and then the slag can be used to make bio something, something like that. Because slag is primarily a byproduct, but it's hard to get unless you smelt a bunch of like metal or something. And considering I have other means of smelting metal, there's not really a reason to do it that way. So I put a recipe to get it. And I think I'll do the same thing in this for like the no, that's not good. That creeper's gonna come over and blow up all over me. There we go. I still have the config set. I'm pretty sure I still have the config set that creeper confetti's on. 75% of the creepers will shoot confetti and then 25% will blow up. And you guys might think that's stupid, like why don't I go all one way and all the other way? And you know what? I came up with a story. So, creepers are from another planet. They're not from around here. And in order to, and when they entered the atmosphere, some of their bombs got diffused, so they don't all explode. And so that's why some of them just shoot out confetti, and other ones actually attack and explode. Because some of them coming into the atmosphere lost their detonating properties, and that's the real, solid, true story of how creepers started shooting confetti instead of exploding. And by the real true story, it's the story uh-oh, what is this? See, that makes me wonder. This barrier shows up whenever there's a village. So I wonder if there's a village supposed to be here. And it's not because something clashed with it, like the dungeon. I guess there's only one way to find out. When it becomes daylight again and I have this all cleared out. Which I'm not entirely sure, but I think I'm going to rip up all the carpet. Like, I kind of was going to keep it because I thought it looked good. But carpet just really gets in the way. Okay, so now I think all of the spawners are gone, except for the one that happens to be behind this wall for whatever reason. That I'm probably not going to be able to get to unless I break the bookshelves, which is exactly what I don't want to do. This pickaxe was a nice thing to get from the beginning, but its durability is kind of low. And maybe it's a spider spawner, not a skeleton spawner. You know what I just did? I'll tell you what I just did. I just broke my pickaxe. Forgot I wasn't wearing any pants. Pro tip, if you're going to battle giant spiders in somebody's dungeon, wear pants. It's just a good tip. I know, me personally, if I could go every day of my life without wearing pants, I'd do it. But there's just some things that wearing pants is probably a good thing for, like battling spiders. I bet you can't guess what this is going to be. I think this is going to be my enchantment room. Clear out a couple of these walls and make it a little more hospitable. Let's get rid of this, for starters. Actually, it's probably daylight by now. Let's store away a bunch of this junk. And let's go see about these here, boundaries. So, where did they start? Back in this corner. Here we go. So, the very edge of the village starts at 279, negative 183. So let's head up and see. I don't want to get going up a spiral staircase. I'm afraid that I'll get mixed up. That's why I decided to check the coordinates. So, 260 something, negative 180-ish. Well, we'll see the giant fuzzy border should be above ground too. So, I'm gonna see if there's a village that spawned in there, or if it's just messed up. It's still nighttime, or is this another nighttime? Okay, so it should be this way. It should be right about here. No, there's a village. Okay, so I was wrong. Apparently, it is spawning in other places. Maybe they're just rare. So I guess we'll probably now we're not going to call this place home because I don't want everyone to get murdered. Not until I have like the means to defend the place. Hey, this isn't a Techtopian place. I wonder what's going on. This ain't a Techtopian place because it doesn't have the. Okay, it has it on some of them. So we gotta find the one that's, listen, if you're gonna sleep, you should probably shut your door. I mean, it's kind of weird. I mean, if you're like me, I like a breeze as well, but, you know, there's ravenous zombies and stuff. And creeper guys that just walk in on you. Weston Storm Chapel. He's like, what? I'm just guarding her. Yeah, you are. That's what you're doing, sneaking in there late at night. You're just guarding her. I'm looking for the storage facility. There it is. And how am I going to get up there? Who builds their storage facility like this? They want to make sure no one can get in. Not even their teammates. Come on, a sword. Nope. That's right. Emeralds are pretty valuable in this mod pack. Now, emeralds are pretty valuable no matter what. At least in my opinion. You know. Okay, so we have a village not too far away. So we'll end up moving up around here once I can put like a perimeter up and light everything. So I think we'll stay down in the dungeon until I can put a perimeter up, light everything, maybe add some gates or something. I don't know. Is that a... That is one. See if we can actually cut down a tree. Nope. Nope. Still incapable of cutting down a tree. I think it's catching up now, though. Like, whatever's going on, I think it's... I think they call it a server client thing. Like, a server client desync. Like, when the, I don't really know if that applies if you're not playing on a server, though. So I don't really know. I don't know. This guy's kind of useless. I mean, if you need milk, then you got the pet, but it's not something I'd ever use. So I think we'll probably, more or less, go right on the inside of the border and build a wall the whole square of the border, maybe, depending on how big it is. But it doesn't sound like a horrible idea. And I think that's going to be our town. I might end up harvesting all this wood. Or at least, like, from there to the top. Because I think it's all dark oak. At least the planks are dark oak. This could be regular oak. But we're just going to assume that it's dark oak. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is dark oak. So we might end up harvesting everything from here up, or everything from that level right there up. At some point. I might wait until I have something that can do it with like a machine. Looks like we're going to need some food. Some more pickaxes, probably. So let's see what we can put away. See what we can fit in there. Okay, so we got some stuff. I think it's a 3-minute cooldown. 16 seconds. 16 freaking seconds. Alright, whatever. So, I'm just kind of just like throw as much of this junk in here as we can. I guess we'll take this, and I guess we're gonna call this home for a little bit of time. Watermelons or apples? Now, watermelons I have more of, and I can acquire fairly easy. So I guess we'll chew through them real quick. I think we're gonna call it the end of the episode here. And I think I'm gonna do a little bit of legwork, get this room cleared out, get the carpet pulled up, and then start getting ready for I don't know, getting ready for whatever I was gonna say, and I don't remember what I was gonna say. But I don't want to do a lot of the boring stuff, because I know, like, right now I'm pretty much testing for bugs. I'm testing for anything that I need to change. Like, for instance, making a crafting recipe for the spear. And actually, I gotta think of something that's gonna be reasonable, yet, kind of hard to get. Something that has a third of a chance to insta-kill. Should probably be a little bit difficult to get. So, I gotta think of something balanced for that. Ready? Iron wall. Iron wall. Can I craft that into something that's useful? Probably not. I might be able to melt it down when I get my Tinker Smeltery up and going. But, okay guys, thanks for watching, and, we'll catch you whenever I get everything shelled out and, decorated up and ready to go. And some actual tools, I guess. So, yeah, later on.